It's almost impossible to walk her. This is not enjoyable. There is a problem here. There is a problem. Within less than 20 minutes, we will get this dog to walk beautifully in what we call a cheater's heel. 2 corrections, world of difference. Look where she is. All right, so we're out with Lexi. We are walking. I would say I'm walking her, but no, she's walking me. So what happens when you get a husky hooked up to a harness, which she's not? Look at that. What do you think she's smelling there? What do you think she's putting her tongue on? That is another dog or a wild animal's pee or poop, and we don't allow that. She does not need to put her nose or tongue on a wild animal's excrement. It's not good. But anyways, what I was starting to say is the only thing missing here with the way she pulls is a harness, a sled, and some snow. And we'll be out there winning some sled pulling competitions. I'm about 215 pounds. That's right, folks. I lost a little weight. But she's probably 55, 60 pounds. It's almost impossible to walk her. This is not enjoyable. This is ridiculous. So we're just trying to establish a nice before and after to really show you how you can fix this. So, but we want to preface it with, there is a problem here. There is a problem. I can say her name, Lexi, heel, here, walk next to me. I can beg and plead. It's not going to work because she doesn't know any of that. And if you can actually hear her straining a little bit, that's because she's pulling so hard, and we have her on a martingale leather collar. It's just basically like a flat collar, typical collar you could maybe get at a pet store. And you would say, oh, just switch her to a harness so she stops pulling on her neck. No. No. What we're going to do is actually switch her to a prong collar. So we'll go ahead and stop here, and I'll show you. Now, just switching her to a prong collar going to fix the problem? Nah, it'll take the edge off. It'll take her from pulling on, let's go ahead and call that on a scale of 1 to 10. Let's just go ahead and call it a 10. She's pulling with everything she's got. She just happens not, if she's a 100-pound dog, it'd be even more. So here's the prong collar, 2.25 millimeter Herm Sprenger. This one happens to be in black. And here's a quick little plug for Katie's Buckles. Let me pull up there. We love Katie's Buckles. I don't even want to tell you about Katie's Buckles because when I go to buy them, it's going to be sold out because all you're going to buy them. Katie's Buckles, the best thing you can get for your Herm Sprenger prong collar. It allows you to, guess what? Bloop, bloop. So easy, so easy, and very strong. You wouldn't think so, but excellent material, excellent quality, excellent customer service. The only type of customer service you can get from Katie's Buckles. No, we're not sponsored by them, but we're a big fan of the product, so check them out. Let them know that American Standard Dog Training sent you over there. So you hear all that whimpering and whining? That's not from hurting her. She's just very high strung, and she has no manners whatsoever. We are now hooked up to the prong collar. I'm going to give her a little touch to let her know, hey, you feel what you're hooked up to? She's had the prong collar on maybe once before. All right, now let's see how she walks. We'll put the prong collar on. It should take the edge off. Let's see if it takes her from a 10 to like, we'll see, maybe something a little better. She's also going to get a little tired as we walk. You can notice she's still out in front. But just hooking her to the prong collar has taken a huge amount off. That evil prong collar. So she's still way out front, but look at the line. Oh, I'll take this all day. Now, that doesn't mean if she sees something she wants, or a dog barking over there, or whatever happens, I don't know. This is all unscripted. Let's see how she does. But look at that. Just being hooked up to a prong collar, and her knowing that it's hooked up, has made this go from a 10 easily down to like a 4 or a 5. But what we will say, and what we're always going to ask, is some dogs barking over there. Pulling a little now. Just watching her behavior. But look, now I can hold her with a finger. Thank God. So we typically say just hooking up a prong collar is not going to solve your problem. But in this case, it's made it much better. But I'll still ask you, is she walking me or am I walking her? It's pretty apparent. She's not paying any attention to me. Dogs barking or not, ask yourself in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the walk, how much has she stopped in to check in with me? None. We usually use a percentage scale. Out of a scale of 100%, she is 100% paying attention to anything but me. In other words, she's 100%, 0 here. We need it to be 80% me, 20% out there. 50-50 would still be a marked improvement, but we're going to strive for 80-20, and she must maintain 80-20 while we're on the walk. So enough yapping, enough talking. Let me tell you the 3 steps we're going to do to make her wonderful. The first step, the biggest step, is what we call a sudden U-turn or a corrective U-turn. I'm going to do it right now. I'm not even going to preface it more than that. 3, 2, 1. We have to do about 3 to 5 more of those, give or take. It's a guesstimate. Every dog is different. Before she starts to pay attention to, guess who? This guy. You can go ahead and stop. So you can hear her give a little yelp. Yeah, that's because it hurts. And I know that hurts your all's feelings, but we're going to teach her a lesson. And the lesson is, you've got to pay attention to the guy that's holding the leash. Not, look at her starting to check in now. Look at that. 2 corrections, world of difference. Look where she is. I didn't yell at her. I didn't scream at her. It's not personal. I simply changed directions. Oh, she caught it that time. She caught me. Why? Because she's paying attention. We'll do that again. If she catches it, she gets paid. If she misses it, by the way, I do have treats and I do have food on me. There we go. Now, if she's in the sweet spot, she gets paid. We're feeding her hot dogs. Again, she's still new to the program. She's actually not proficient at taking food out of people's hands. Still not paying attention. She's like kind of half in and half out, but nowhere near the sweet spot. This is the sweet spot. If you're in the sweet spot, you get paid. If you're out front like that, pressure comes on. And the pressure comes on simply because I'm changing directions. Folks, I promise you, a handful of very quiet, very stealthy, ninja-like turns is going to make the difference. Now you'll notice, look at this. Let's call it 3 corrections in. And if she's in the sweet spot, she gets paid. And yes, again, we will rewind. She got 2 corrections. She yelped. Did it kill her? No. She's about to get 1 more here. Now it's important when you do these U-turn corrections that the dog is not looking at you. See how she's looking at me? So if she is looking at me, I can still turn, but it's a reward U-turn. I'll try to show you, and she kind of dictates whether it's going to be a reward U-turn or a corrective U-turn. You know how that's dictated? It's simple. I'm going to turn. If she catches the turn and catches up to me, she gets paid. If she misses the turn because she's not paying attention to me, she gets a correction. It's not personal. If I tied her to the golf cart, which is what our cameraman's on right now, and the golf cart turned, and she wasn't paying attention, whose fault is it? Whose fault is it? So here we go. She's not paying attention. Mind you, this is 7, 8, 9 months worth of not paying attention to people on the walk, so this is difficult for her. Good girl. Spirit still up because she's still eating. She's still happy to be here. A little bit of stress, yes, she's learning something new. So we're 4 corrections in now. Ooh, she's learning now. Stay next to the guy that's got the good stuff. All right, we're still rocking and rolling. Look at this, look at this. And I know you will say, well, Garrett, why don't you start out with food? Because you need the yin and the yang. What if she's not hungry? What if there's a distraction that's more enticing, like that cat over there, than the food I have on me? Then the food's not going to help with the problem. So we do a little bit of yin, a little bit of yang. If you do good, you get paid. Look at her now. Look at this. 4 corrections in, approximately 4 or 5 rewards in, and we have already a marked improvement. Yes, it's a little warm out, and that's improving her walk. Look at this. Yes, we mark and we pay. I think I told you at the start of this video, within less than 20 minutes, we will get this dog to walk beautifully in what we call a cheater's heel. If you didn't know any better, you would think, we can go ahead and stop there. Check this out. Yes. Look who's heeling next to me. Look at the leash. Is it perfect? No. But look at the minute marker. What are we, 10, 12 minutes in? Crushing it. Let's do a little more. I'll showcase that again. And you say, oh, Garrett, you're cheating with food. Look, folks, make your mind up. You don't have to use just food to fix it. You don't have to use just corrections to fix it. It's the best of both worlds. Just like how you might raise your child. Sometimes you reward them. Sometimes they have to be punished if they do bad. It's the same with dogs. And now you'll notice, for the folks that say, you shouldn't use food. Okay, that's what I covered already. How you fix it without food. For the folks that saying you should never use a correction to correct your dog, or first off, y'all don't know what you're talking about, and I'll further clarify, you're on the wrong channel. You're on the wrong channel. Go to Zach George's channel, where he will throw all the BS at you on how it takes 6 weeks to get a dog to still not walk as good as she's walking in less than 10 minutes. So enough yapping. I'm very passionate about this, as you can see. It's just the comment section blows up with people who think they know what they're talking about. Stop typing. Start filming. Show me what you're working with. I just showed you now, in about 10 or 12 minutes, how we took a husky, dragging me down the street to doing what? And let's see. We took a pause for about a minute. Let's see if she still's got it. Check it out. Come on. Good girl. Look at this. Oh, baby. Look at that. Cheater's heel. Now we will wash, rinse, repeat that. If she goes off base again, she gets a correction for that. Like this. But if she comes to me, she gets paid. Little correction. Gotta stay next to the money, man. Let's continue. Yeah, so we're about, give or take 4 corrections in. Give or take now 5 or 6 rewards. Correction, I'll say that's the 5th correction. So we're about 5 and 5. That's it. Wash, rinse, repeat. Corrective U-turns. The next thing, come on, baby, let's go. Oh, yeah. She's getting cooked. We got to get her some water. So the next thing is the sudden stop. I'll give you an example of that. And if you want to get more amazing how-to videos such as this, check out the rest of our YouTube videos. We got other videos on how to walk and train other dogs, how to stop pulling on the leash. But the 2 things that we're missing that we're going to try to show you, and the time is allotted, but she's doing so wonderful, I don't even think we need to do them, is the sudden stop. I'll go ahead and demonstrate that now. You can keep rolling. See how she's not in and out, right? Remember we talked about 100, 0? Now we're like, give it in and out of 50-50. She's with me. She's still kind of with me. And then what we'll do is I'm going to suddenly stop. I'm going to stop, though, at the sweet spot when she's not paying attention. I'm going to stop, and the line's going to get taut because I'm going to pop it. And she's going to go, ow, what caused that? Oh, dodo head holding the leash stop. So check it out. It'll happen any moment now. Good girl. In fact, she's staying with me, so I'm going to pay her. She's dropping a little bit of food. Just like that. What happened? It's not personal. I don't yell at her. I don't telegraph that it's about to happen. I'm watching her. I'm waiting for the moments that she goes from this to this. And it happens in this exact order. She goes, oh, what's that, a squirrel? Ow, what the? Oh, man, you stopped. That's it. Now, just like U-turns, you can have reward U-turns, corrective U-turns. Let's see if we can't set up a reward stop. It's actually up to her. I'm going to stop either way. If she stops with me, she gets paid. If she blows it, she gets a correction. Yes, look at that. Paying attention to the guy holding the leash gets you paid. As my friend Tejan from Kaizen Canine says, it pays to pay attention. We'll get her in the left. I prefer on the left side. Good girl. And the third and final way to get your dog to pay more attention to you, don't start with this though. This is just that little bit of cleanup. It's just a little reminder tap. Should she get a little off base, should she, in fact, slide this way a little bit, she should put her nose in the grass, which is okay, but I'd rather her stay with me. That's all. And if she stays with me, she gets paid. And yeah, she's under a little bit of stress. Oops. You want to get that one? Go ahead. Right here. It's right here, baby. There you go. But this is so new to her. So new. Anyhow, this video can go on as long as you like. Look at this walk. Look at it, baby. Let me walk on the side of you. Let me get you a different angle. And I'm walking at a pretty fast pace. I'm just trying to catch up to the golf cart, but this is my pace. I like to walk faster. Your dog should stay pace with you. It's your walk. It's your neighborhood. It's your leash. It's your dog. So if you want to walk this slow, if you want to be on your phone, you should be able to. Now, here we go. We got some distractions coming up. This is where we throw in we go right back to wash, rinse, repeat. U-turn corrections, sudden stops, reminder pops to say, hey, hey, not for you. And that's it. And if your dog is next to you, like this, they get paid. That's it. You do that for 3 walks in a row, 1 walk even. Night and day difference. Post in the comments below where you're from, what kind of dog you have, how old it is, and how many corrections or how many walks it took you to get from where we started with her to where we are now. And it usually is 15 minutes or so. And that's all it takes, baby. I'm telling you now. We're going to have so much success with this. You're going to have so much success with this. The questions we get asked is, should you use this on a prong collar? Yeah, probably. The next question is, can I do this with a puppy? Yes. Start small, start young. The next question is, can I do this with my 5-year-old whatchamacallit? Yes. Any dog, anytime, anywhere. Can you do it on a harness? No. Do not do it on a harness. Can you do it on a flat collar? Yes, you can, but you have to do it so much harder, and the potential to damage the trachea or the vertebra in the neck is so much higher because you're doing it so hard. I suggest prong collar. Oh yeah, baby. Prong collar. Beautiful. You'll watch and see. Can't wait to see y'all in the comment section. And again, if you like what you see and you want more of this, make sure to check out our online DIYcanine.com courses, where we have a ton more material. E-collar training, leash pressure training, puppy essentials training, you name it, we got it. Everything you need and more to train your dog at home to be the best that they can be. And here we are, we're right back where we started. And here it is. This is how we walk, baby. This is the beginning of off-leash walking for her, because check it out. Am I even holding the leash? Barely. All right, folks, thanks so much for watching. I know that was a long one. And I'll end with this. What started this one is, aside from her being in our program, is, I bet you can't do it with a husky. Well, I bet you I can. In about 10 minutes or less, you too can take your husky to be as wonderful as Miss Lexi here. We try to have fun here, folks, but seriously, I don't care what breed, what age, what issues. This will absolutely transform your dog on a walk. Reality dog training right here at American Standard Dog Training. We'll see y'all in the next one. Come on, baby. Let's go.